and finally we're at a point where we're relevant to sports, and then Nike comes and wipes me off the face of the earth? Or do I rise above and Nike makes me rich because now they're doing all my unaffordable marketing? They're doing the education. They're doing the marketing.
Yeah.
How can I get there? How do I get there first?
Well, you don't have to get there first, right? We saw that with Under Armour when Kevin Plank came into our office and asked for $10,000 to compete against Nike, and unfortunately a lot of people laughed at him. But people always laugh at you, scoff at you, make fun of you before they applaud you. This is completely on topic. In fact, this is why Bruce and I are teaching our course in careers in sports, because this is a real sports business.
Right.
This is someone that can change the face of sports, save lives. Like all these different things of why people want to work in sports.
Love the product.
Yeah, and Bruce has done tons of endorsement deals and marketing, and so why. So I'll let Bruce kind of comment on his ideas, and then I'll finish up as well. But this is definitely a terrific question to end on.
Absolutely. Now, first of all, I love the product. Love your goal of helping the youth, and that especially in warm areas. I don't know the patent status or if it's just competing with similar types of products. But obviously, if you believe in your product and if it's better than your competition, then I think you continue going down that road. And obviously, which direction do you go on the road is a huge question that would take a much longer conversation. But I do think finding somebody to help endorse the product would be a great idea. And sometimes that could just be giving the product out to certain people in exchange for them telling you how great the product is, and you can use their name and likeness. So at one level, you have to pay money for that, which is probably not in your budget, but there are athletes at lower levels that are willing to do that for products. So finding somebody that loves and believes in your product and wants to help get it out to the youth could be an opportunity in that area, and continue to work at it, because I love the product. You do sound like you have some big competition there and some big decisions to make to not go backward, but it's a great opportunity, and love to hear Dave's thoughts on it too.
Yeah, I think, it's interesting, both of us around the sports agency business know that because of social media, it's a lot easier to get products into athletes' hands that you don't have to bury and get. It's just like applying for a job in sports. You don't want to be in the big pile, right? We'll get 2,500 resumes a month because everybody wants to work for us. But that's a big pile to go through. How do I get into the small pile? Well, the nice thing about social media, and it's true for me even, that somebody can just say, hey, I wore a shirt yesterday that somebody wanted me to wear, and I really liked it because it was good looking and comfortable, and I got comments going, hey, thank you so much for wearing my shirt on the Q&A. So, look for athletes that are up and coming. That's what sports agents do. They, luck out and pick up a Tom Brady in the fourth, like Yee did, in the fourth round, and maybe, other agents didn't really want him, but then you end up with the greatest quarterback in the last, 20 years, and, can make your whole practice around it. The same thing holds true with endorsements. You get the right kid in his junior or senior year in college wearing that, in the same timing as Nike's educating the marketplace, and as long as you have a better product and it's protected with a patent, let them spend millions of dollars teaching parents that you need this, type of climate cool shirt to save our kids' lives, because the only thing they'll pay more for than sports is their kids, right? I know moms that will starve before they miss paying a violin lesson. It has nothing to do with sports. So you're sitting in a really great position. There's a lot of creative ways to build that brand that are inexpensive. You will have to give a little bit of product and interact. But if it was me, Nike will educate the market. That's the expensive side. I tell people all the time they have the extraordinary apps. I'm like, hey, I agree with you. This is a great app, but no one's going to see it. Right. You almost wish that a competitor. I worked for a company called Westlaw at a law school in 1992, and everybody talked about Lexus. And I was the only one. I'm like, let them go, because I knew Westlaw had the key number system in the digest, which would made us a better product. And I knew that I could articulate the value and difference of my product, just as I'm certain that you can do of yours. And so my thing was, let them go. Like when people would say, oh, well, Lexus has been in here, or we've used Lexus, I was like, oh, thank goodness. They're like, what? I was like, well, because you know about what legal research online is. The internet's a new thing. My mom thinks it's a fad. I'm making millions of dollars off of it, but I prefer them to educate you and then to me to give you the better product.
Better.
Right. It's like the Karma vehicle. Karma had the first electronic vehicle, but it didn't work. Right. Tesla got the piggyback educating the market from the Volts and the Karma cars and the original and said, oh, really? I think Tesla's a better product. And lo and behold, it is.
Right.
And in the end, they're going to go with the better product, especially when it's about their kids' safety. There's probably nothing you can sell better. So for me, I would spend my marketing dollars getting those cheaper, inexpensive endorsements, playing the long game. One of my mentors in the social space is a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V.
Oh, yeah.
And Tillman Fertitta wrote the foreword to my book, and he's a great entrepreneur. But one of my favorite advice that he gave Tillman, he said, I don't know why you market for the Rockets, spend any money at all. If it was me, all I'd be doing is sending Rocket jerseys to every six-year-old in Houston. He goes, that will secure your future, right? That's the type of perspective that you want to give. Go ahead, send that product to the juniors and seniors, the guys that you think. Believe me, every junior and senior loves free stuff. I have the same for me, and if you're out there on my social media, if it's free, it's me. Go ahead and send it. I'm at 9900 Research Drive, Irvine, California 92618. I get free paper clips, shirts. I mean, I've never got so many T-shirts, and I wear them all. So please, if it's free, it's me. Go ahead. I got kids that play flag football. Send me one of yours. I'll tell everybody how great it is. So will they, is my point. And you are on the right track. This is the time to get excited. This is the time to take advantage of Nike. Once Nike verifies the marketplace, you should be excited because you didn't have to spend the millions to do so.
And when we get off the air here, I'll get you a name if you'd like to send the product out to somebody, and we'll see if we can't get you one from that if you're interested.
I'm very interested. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, see?
You guys, I would be a terrible marketer if I didn't say the name of the company, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Oro Sports, O-R-O for gold, sports.
You got it. It is the premium gold. That's it. You hear that, Nike? Be careful. This is like talking to Kevin Plank years ago. Don't laugh. Don't scoff. It's time to applaud. And on that note, thank you, everybody, for joining. Bruce Tollner and I, we appreciate it. Send that stuff out to us, and we will definitely help. Last thing, want to talk about, as you can see, there's a great need for careers.
Absolutely.
Not just careers in sports.
All across the board.
These
A lot
eight
of people
modules, 3 videos each. But we're going to do a free webinar, April 19th, for Innovate University, as professors for them.
The course starts on April 19th.
Yeah, and is that the date that they're coming on? I just want to screw this up for them. They spent so much time building this course. Are we given all the right information? Let me just make sure.
And we can put it on the chat, too. I think the webinar may be this week.
Webinar is this
and
Thursday or Friday, right?
Friday, I think.
I apologize. So the course starts April 19th. We're going to do a webinar this week, Thursday or Friday, 8 modules for an 8-week course, and it's about truly how to create a career for you. And there's no better time than now. There's so many kids, so many people transitioning. If you want to have a career in something that you're passionate about, that's what this course is about. And we bring experts in from, Tannenbaum to everybody you can think of, like big names.
Yep.
And besides, we'll try to give our people
experts giving answers that we would have wanted to hear when we were much younger, trying to transition into the business. And it just keeps your mind open to the different opportunities that are out there in the sports world and outside the sports world, and just gets your mind going in terms of how do I interview, how do I work on my resume, how do I interact, how do I use social media, what's the appropriate way to work
personal
on my
branding.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, which
with
I think
with the right touch.
One of my favorite lessons, right, is there's no better time to build your personal brand, and that personal brand truly provides opportunities no matter what re-engineering or repurposing is going on. I am just blessed, bro, to have you here. You are a legend. We're not. So weird, isn't it, man? I washed my hands. Yeah, I just got to say this to the public. Yesterday, I had a kid come in here, literally, and he was holding my phone, and then at the end of 2 hours in this studio, he's like, I don't feel well. I was like, dude, you don't come in here. Nobody's required to be here. These guys are volunteers. They're all, it's all feeling good. So we're okay. It's ivwebinars.com. So like Allen Iverson, IV webinar, webinarsplural.com. Join us at Innovate University later this week. We're going to do a free webinar.
Yes.
And then the course starts April 19th on my mom's birthday. 8 different weeks with literally 8 different
3 modules each week.
Three,
Experts added on top of it. We got a worksheet. We got an accountability document.
all
We
from
got
your
the
home.
1 week live discussion with the entire group, covering different topics that everybody has to make sure they're covered on the topic of how to build a successful career in sports.
And as you can see from Oro Gold there, my great new company, Bruce and I can't help
Out of Orchard
ourselves.
Park, New York.
Exactly. We can't help ourselves but build our relationship capital beyond. So all of our students, you're an investment of ours. So I'm sure we can leverage, our personal help as well beyond just Innovate University. And we're grateful to Innovate University for allowing us to do the course. Please join us this week on a free webinar, ivwebinars.com, and then we're going to start the course April 19th. No better time with everything going on than to figure out what you want to do next. This is Dave Meltzer with the legend Bruce Tollner, founder, co-founder of Rep 1, and a good friend of mine, more importantly, and a graduate of Pepper County High School, or at least an attendee, like me and my wife. Happy birthday, Miles.
Happy birthday, Miles. Stay safe out there.
He will. He is a future client of Bruce. He knows it. He's already
It's
locked
always
in.
not talk to you.
Yeah, who does it? We're not sure what for, but esports probably. He'll be his first League of Legends champion, although Call of Duty and others will probably be out. All right, everyone. It's been great. Join me. Are we going to do this tomorrow?
Yeah.
8 a.m.?
Yeah.
All right, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Join me live. We'll see what other cool guests I can get to join us. Thank you very much, Daniel Schreiber, the CEO and co-founder of Lemonade. That was an amazing thing. Go back and watch this. Get some good advice from Bruce, from Daniel, and hopefully I entertained you a little bit. I appreciate you all. This is Dave Meltzer.
Have a great day.
Be kind to your future self.